welcome back, Steve's Retirement Corner. Down here at the park today. Oh, I guess I better say the title first, shouldn't I? It's heck, I forgot now. Oh, why I don't panic when the market drops. It's not that I don't get spooked and it don't tick me off. I don't panic. Down here at the park, I just finished my walk and it's a little windy out there, and it turned off cool today. I think it's like 43 right now. So I'm sweating a little bit. But it's because it's expected, man. I planned for them. I planned for it to drop. You know, it's the nature of the game. You know, it goes up, it goes down. I don't really pay much attention to it unless it drops a lot, and then is when I decide to make a move. It's like last year. It was I mean, at one point I was down over 30% on my 401. So, I mean, you figure, due to the way I had to get my money the first couple of years I was retired, you know, I mean, they took out over 14% last year, and the market was down about 15. And I ended up back, you know, I'd made all that back by the end of the year. So it's not that I don't know what to do, it's that, you know, the execution is sometimes a little difficult for me. Well, you know, and I cherry picked a lot of. I got all the information I could before I retired about stuff, and I cherry picked what I thought were the best options that would work for us. You know, it's something that I say is the biggest mistake I made before I retired, or when I was planning for retirement, and it ended up working out great for me. Man, I did just like they tell you, all the experts tell you, you know, protect your downside. So I had backups for backups, man. Because the way I thought retirement worked was, hey, man, you spent 40, 50 years of working and trying to save a few dollars. And then when you retired, you slowly spent down that nest egg you had built until you died. You know, time would come for you to die, you'd have a little bit, you know, you'd be about broke. So I just thought that's the way it worked. I never planned for the upside because I didn't think it was a possibility. About everybody I know that retired ended up that way. Yeah, so I mean, why am I going to be any different? It just didn't make sense. So I never thought about it. And it ended up, you know, causing me to scramble and doing a little bit of work. Because, you know, I never planned to leave the kids a dime. You know, I didn't retire with the magic million they tell you need to have, and you know, I figured there'd be enough left to chuck us in the ground, and you know, and the house, they could split the house. You know, hey man, and I'm a young buck in the game, man. I've only been retired a few years. Fortunes can change overnight, Doc, and I understand that. But I built the retirement for that specific purpose, because I was scared, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't have what everybody said you had to have. And so that right there, I knew that I was going to be run out of money about time 70, 75, or 80. Well, I didn't realize they were talking about a certain kind of retirement, not the kind of retirement I had envisioned. It don't cost much to be Steve, Doc. So I hear something like that, and I'm thinking, heck, man, I'm going to need at least that much money just to retire. I'm thinking, my goodness, you know. It wasn't until I was probably in my early 50s when I figured out, you know what, it just don't add up. The numbers they was talking about and preaching about just not for me. So, but heck, man, you know, now looking at things, once I come to that realization that, hey, man, I might actually have $1 when I die, you know, I had to figure out how I was going to handle it for the kids. It would be a benefit to them, you know, tax-wise and everything else. I mean, it wasn't that hard. I mean, you can find that kind of information out anywhere. But it was something I had to think about. I mean, it's rich people's problems, what it is. A broke down old factory flunky with rich people problems. And it's the same for RMDs. I knew about RMDs. I knew about the widow's tax trap. I just never thought it was going to be a problem for us. So, you know, so, I mean, it wasn't that much work I had to do to figure it out. I thought maybe that it might turn into a problem for Connie when I died, but I thought the way I had it set up, it was naturally not going to be a problem, you know. I figured time I got Social Security age, my 401k would be gone. It'd either be turned into we spent it, or turn it into cash savings or a brokerage account of some kind. But it wouldn't have been tax-free, so I'm shifting it to slowly shifting it from now to Social Security into a Roth. You know, I mean, your retirement plan is broke the day you leave, Doc. You have to keep an eye on it and keep working at it. It's a continual learning process. There's a lot more work being retired than people think it is, and that's just on the money side. Don't get me started on what you can do. I mean, you know, just the options of actually spending your time are just endless, and that's part of that work that you got to do that first year and during the adjustment period. And it's what gives people a lot of trouble. They don't realize that. They think, hey, man, they got a plan to go ahead and go off. Well, no, it's not the way it happens. Retirement is a different life when you're 80 than it is when you're 60. Things have got to change. But, I mean, that's why I don't panic about it. I know what I should do. You know, it's just a matter of whether I'm going to do it or not. Last year I did, and it benefited me. It benefited me huge. But anyways, I wanted to get in that. I couldn't give you both in the same video because it would have lasted too long. Which, by the way, I'm sorry about that last video. I just went to flapping my gums and let it eat, Doc. But listen, I got to get into town. I got to run around a couple of little errands, and I got to get back home with some stuff I want to knock out today. It's Tuesday. I'm off tomorrow. You know, pacing myself. Y'all take care of yourselves, man, and we'll talk with y'all later.